Hi, I'm Brad GoWylde from the GoWylde team Remax. Wow, what a roller coaster of a year 2017 was for the Guelph real estate market. We started off the year in one of the craziest sellers markets that we've ever experienced. There's virtually no inventory on the market and house prices were soaring. Then in April, the foreign buyers tax was introduced and our market completely transformed. In May, inventory doubled and prices started to actually drop all the way throughout the summer. We also saw two interest rate hikes, which is the first time the Canadian government has raised rates in the last 7 years. And then to top things off, OFC announced in October that all mortgages were now going to have to comply under the new stress test rules starting January 1st. So with all of this change, how did we end up at the end of 2017? Well, here are the numbers. If we look at December of this year compared to December of last year, we had 113 sales in December this year, which is down about 7% from last year. And then if we look at the overall sales for all of 2017 compared to 2016, we're down about 6%. Again, the main reason for this being the foreign buyers tax. If we look at the number of active listings, we had 182 active listings on the market at the end of December. That's up 53% from December of last year. So for purchasers, it was good. It meant they had a little bit more selection. For the number of new listings, we had 81 new listings in December of this year compared to 86 last year. So that remained fairly flat. Now, what happened with the average sale price? So if we look at overall all housing types for Guelph, the average sale price finished the year at $483,000, which was up 11% from last year. And then if we dive into more detail and we look at detached houses, the average sale price for a detached house at the end of this year was $587,000, which is actually up 13% from last December. Attached houses went up 18%, with the average sale price being $431,000. And then condo-style apartments went up 8%, with the average sale price being $312,000. So overall, great amount of appreciation in all of the categories. We look at a normal year in Guelph and we're probably 4 to 6% appreciation. So 2017 was a fantastic year, despite all the new legislation that was implemented. Now, the most important stat for us to look at is months of inventory, because this is basically our supply and demand. If we have less than 5 months of inventory, we're in a seller's market, and in that market, prices should be going up. 5 to 6 months of inventory, we're a balanced market where prices remain flat. And then over 6 months of inventory, we go into a buyer's market where we start to see prices soften and drop. Well, at the end of December, we finished the year with 1.61 months of inventory. So very strong seller's market still. Yeah, it's not as crazy as it was last year when we had less than 1 month of inventory on the market. But again, remember, last year was an unsustainable market. So with all this information, where do we think we're going to go in 2018 and what's going to happen with the market? Well, I think we're going to be in a good, healthy seller's market. We're not going to see the same craziness that we saw in the beginning of 2017, but I think the market's going to level off and we're going to see prices start to go up at a more gradual rate. We might see a little slower of a start to the year though, as some people hold off to wait and see what these new stress test rules are going to have, the impact they're going to have on the market. Personally, I don't think they're going to have any long-term negative effects. They certainly didn't in 2016 when they were implemented for high ratio mortgages. In fact, I think what it may cause is we may see more people from the Greater Toronto area relocating out to Guelph, because these new rules are going to make the already unaffordable detached market in Toronto just even further out of reach for a lot of purchasers who are looking to upsize. We're also probably going to see a couple more interest rate hikes this year. So if you're a purchaser looking to buy in 2018, you might be better to buy in the first part of the year to lock in a lower rate. The main reason though why I think we're going to be in a strong seller's market for this year is because the new mortgage rules and potential interest rate hikes don't really address the main driver of our market, which is simply that our low housing supply doesn't meet our demand. The Canadian government has said that they're going to add another 310,000 immigrants to Canada this year, and they're continuing to grow that number year after year, which is going to further fuel our demand. And as long as our demand exceeds our supply, we will remain in a seller's market, and prices should be going up. If you have any questions about the Guelph real estate market, or any different opinions on what you think is going to happen, please comment below. Thanks and have a great day.